Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some fucking One Piece content? We really need to talk about last chapter. A lot of things happened last chapter. I have a few predictions. Today I was really looking to talk about how, after reading chapter 956, I truly believe that One Piece is now ending a lot sooner than we thought. Before, my initial thought was that we were going to go through Wano and we would either have a similar mini Zoe arc in the form of Elbath, and then maybe we would go somewhere else or something, but then shortly after that we would have the final war and the conclusion of the series. Because I mean, I can't really think of any reason why Oda would put himself in the position to forcibly write another whole separate arc on a new island or anything. It just doesn't seem like that's within his priorities or his prerogative right now, especially the way Wano arc has been going. I'd go as far to say that all the chapters in Wano so far, besides maybe one or two at maximum, have just been filled with content, just filled with shit. The stuff that we've been asking for from the One Piece series for the last 10 years, the stuff that we've been really looking forward to, Kaido. What's Kaido's abilities? What are his commanders like? What are the supernovas like? What are their abilities after the time skip? Oda was like, oh yeah, Sanji has a raid suit, which he said he was never going to use. But then the Wano arc started and he was like, oh shit, never mind. Sanji's actually just going to abandon any moral principles he has and just slap that baby down and become a Black Power Ranger. Oda is now using literary techniques to kind of bridge the strength gap between what seemed so far away for Luffy now seems slightly more realistic, because apparently all you need to do to learn super advanced hockey types is just go through a mini training arc in a high-level prison. Because that's exactly what Luffy did, and this dude has got this advanced fucking hockey and he's ready to fight Kaido, and I am super excited. I have always wanted the final result of Wano to be that Luffy could actually compete in defeat an emperor to some degree. I do want Luffy to be a true Yonko after Wano. I don't think that there is really any other alternative for him to go up. He's been the self-proclaimed Yonko, but even in this chapter, when we really get to meet a little bit more of Morgan's character, you see that he himself admits that he stretches the truth often. That was totally implying that the 5th Emperor headline before after Whole Cake was totally a metaphorical headline, one that stretched the truth. Luffy's the 5th Emperor, the one that is on the door to becoming an emperor, but obviously that's contradictory because the literal translation of the Yonko is the 4 emperors, I'm pretty sure. So, hey guys, that was actually the first video on my channel, me basically proving that Luffy wasn't an emperor, and last chapter, it's pretty much proven in the fucking panels, guys. Can't even argue with me anymore. But yeah, guys, Wano has just been absolutely filled with content. I'm very suspicious now that One Piece is actually going to be ending a lot sooner than we think, just from the last chapter alone. One thing I'd like to talk about with last chapter, I do kind of also have a theory on what actually occurred at Reverie. So we know it's been kind of confirmed, because everything's a little bit vague and wishy-washy right now. It's been kind of confirmed that there was a death at Reverie, and that it was either Princess Vivi, maybe even Princess Vivi's dad, Nefertari Cobra I think his name is, or it's going to be Sabo. From the context clues in the panel, here's what I think. I think Sabo and Vivi previously knew each other before going to the Reverie. I think they had something planned. I think Sabo came to the Reverie and he had a secret ulterior plan on top of rescuing Kuma that included making it appear as though Princess Vivi and or her father had died. I'm pretty sure it's Vivi though, because they specifically mentioned her name. Oda's using kind of a literary device here that's trying to confuse the reader. He's basically making it seem like there could be multiple possibilities to the situation, but from the context clues that I analyzed from the actual chapter, I'm using the Gemini's box translation here, so it might be a little bit different to what you guys read depending on what you're reading, but I'm just going to read this verbatim. This is Ivankov saying this about Sabo. This is Sabo we're talking about. This is unthinkable, Shaburu. I refuse to believe it. Now, can you really refuse to believe that Sabo would die in a place like Marie-Joise? I mean, that seems pretty viable. Going to one of the most important government strongholds, he's attempting to do this dangerous mission. And even before they were doing that, Sabo himself was like, we either do this or fucking dead. There's no alternative. It's hard for me to believe that Ivankov actually cannot believe that Sabo's dead. What I think he's actually alluding to is that the newspaper painted Sabo out to do something truly horrific that Sabo would like clearly not do, and I think that that is murdering Princess Vivi. I think Sabo has somehow made it appear that she has died. Obviously, this is to some advantage to the revolutionaries in Sabo's eyes. We have yet to learn, and we can't really allude to more because we don't have any more context clues. They just gave us this little handful in this chapter, and that's basically what I've been able to get out of it. Another thing that kind of makes me believe this is that Starry said, my brother was there, he was in Marijois, implying that he was there and that he escaped, he got out, but he did something horrific there that they cannot believe, something that they can't confirm right now because they've lost contact with them. It doesn't really seem like they're sad about Sabo dying, but that's also what Oda is trying to make it look like. It seems like they're disappointed in Sabo for something that he did. Either that or Sabo has been legitimately captured and Luffy's gonna have to do an Ace Part 2 parallel, and that's just going to be the final war after Wano, and the series is really ending way sooner than I thought. That's basically what I've been able to deduce regarding Sabo and Vivi's situation and all these context clues and all these weird vague words they're using. That's my prediction. I don't really have a lot of confidence in it, but I think that is what happened based on me reading this shit logically. But anyways, guys, along with the more important part of this video that I wanted to talk about is that One Piece, I feel like, is ending really soon. Like, remember how I talked about how we were probably going to get an Elbaf mini arc, which I still think we're going to get, but I think it's going to be, like, really short. Like, I think it's going to be Reverie short. And then after that, I think we're, like, legit heading to the final war in the pursuit for the One Piece. I mean, in this chapter alone, Blackbeard himself said it. Instead of letting it land in the hand of the Marines, I'd much rather take it for myself. Hey, you lot, we're setting out. The whole fucking Blackbeard crew setting out from his island? What is he talking about that is going to get in the hand of Marines? Is he talking about the fucking One Piece? Are they talking about the fourth and final road poneglyph? I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure that we only have confirmed, like, known 3 road poneglyphs out of the 4, so I think they could be alluding to the final road poneglyph, which would make me seem that One Piece could go on a little bit longer. But are they really alluding to the One Piece? Or maybe they're alluding to the government treasures of Marijois that have a huge link to this huge conspiracy regarding the world government and the One Piece in the history of the world. Kobe's now a rear admiral, which I think is the same rank that X-Drake was introduced as, and now we know they're both a part of the secret sword organization, and I might actually make a separate video about sword, going into detail on what I think it is. Kobe seems to be doing some high-level shit now. Every time we see him, he just looks way more Chad-like. He just looks like he's going through another little step of puberty and getting way stronger, which I'm so happy about. Both him and Luffy are just growing at exponential rates. Kobe saying, in regards to that thing we were discussing before, our soldiers won't be able to make a move as we originally planned. And it's basically also been confirmed in this chapter that Kobe's definitely not talking about Kaido or Big Mom's get-together, because he was totally ignorant to that before making the claim. So this thing has got to be very important. It's got to be related to the main storyline, and I'm thinking it's got to be related to the One Piece. And dependent on what this thing is really going to determine, in my opinion, the final remaining life of One Piece. Whether they're talking about the final road poneglyph, or whether they're talking about a maneuver that will literally allow them to acquire the One Piece, I think what this thing is definitely super important. Another thing, guys, can we all just get a laugh about how the Marines think they're gonna catch Mihawk? Like, I'm not confident the Marines are going to catch Boa Hancock, let alone Mihawk. I think Mihawk's top 5 in the verse. I think it's very obvious that Mihawk's top 5 in the verse. And if you want me to make a video about that, leave it down in the comments. I'll surely make about it because I love talking about Mihawk and I love hyping him up. But anyways, guys, yep, is One Piece ending soon? How many chapters do you think we have left? Please leave it down in the comments. Always leave a comment, you know I fucking love them. Please press the like button if you enjoyed the video. I'm pretty sure that lets YouTube know that you liked it, and it will recommend it to other people. It'll just help me grow. If you're not subscribed and you enjoy the content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. And with that, guys, I'm gonna have to see you in the next one.